And I have to correct this. She's actually 17 years old now. She's 17 years old, but she was 15 when this happened. She was 15 when this happened. And so, let's bring that up. So this Nashville girl, Nashville, Tennessee, 17 now, she has been sentenced to 25 years in prison. And she will have to she will have to stay in there for the full 25 years. Now, this was 2 years ago that she was arrested and put in jail. So basically 23 more years. Now, this mugging happened, and her name, Diamond Lewis. So she accepted a plea deal in the murder of the musician, a Nashville musician, Kyle Yorlets. Rest in peace, Kyle. Taken way too soon, I'm sure. And so under this deal, she must serve 100% of a 25-year prison sentence. Again, she already received credit for the 2 years that she was already in there. And so there was about 5 teenagers that did this. And this happened right outside his home. Right outside his home. Now, another co-defendant, Deccorius Wright, same thing there. Plea deal, 26 years in prison. Followed by 10 years of probation. And so, of course, already received credit for time served. And so, Yorlets, he was only 24 years old at the time of his death. And he was shot in the alley outside of his home. And they were mugging him. So they were mugging him, and they shot him. One of the kids shot him. And he was the lead singer of the rock band Carverton. So we'll have to look for some of his music out there, right? And so they arrested 5 juveniles at the time. And they were sitting in a stolen car. Stolen pickup truck. A stolen pickup truck. I mean, these kids were definitely headed in the wrong path. Obviously. And so there were some that are still too young to even be identified because they're still too young. The 12-year-old and a 13-year-old boy were also charged but not named due to their ages. And these are the 3 that were identified. And so this is a sad, sad story, period. Right? And so they took his wallet after Lewis demanded his money. Then Wright shot him when he refused to give up his car keys. And when they busted these kids in this stolen pickup truck, they had 2 stolen guns on them. Wow. Like, these kids, it's sad. It's sad that these kids would resort to this. Now, it's even worse that you're stupid enough to believe you'll get away with this. I mean, well-known criminals don't get away with this type of stuff. Why do you freaking ruthless kids ready to take someone's life think you're going to get away with this? Right? Like who thinks these things up? Why would you think you're going to get away with this stuff? And so, it's sad as can be. Sad as can be. And so, now these kids are spending pretty much the majority of their life. Well, they can still have a lot of life left, but 25 years is a long time to be in prison. And Yorlets was known he by his family. They say he was a religious man with a huge smile, and he absolutely loved everyone. So Gone way too soon. Show you a picture here. Gone way too soon. Check out his YouTube. Check out their music on YouTube. Carverton. So definitely check out their music on YouTube. And taken way too soon, my friend. Rest in peace. And so this guy was a friendly person. He would just go up to random strangers and introduce himself, sit down, have casual conversations with everybody. You know, his sister described him as someone who lit up the room. You know, huge smile, very religious, always talking about Jesus or God, literally loved everybody. And, you know, now Carverton, they did break up in 2019, the group. And so, you know, but their music is still online. So go check it out. Go check it out. My friends, thank you for joining me in another episode of Deep True Crime. I'm Manny Rodriguez. And hey, if you got some value, if you're someone who likes to follow true crime stories today and in the past, you're definitely going to want to subscribe to this channel. That way you get notified when I go live, but you have to click on that notification bell if you do want to get notified. Okay? And click that like button so more people can see this and more people can learn. My whole focus, why I do this channel, is us as humans, we have to be careful what's going on around us. And so bringing these type of stories to light helps us be aware of what people are capable of. Everyone has their own baggage, their own story, you know, but some of these crimes are so heinous, they need to be made aware of. And at the same time, I want to bring justice for these victims. I want to highlight these victims because obviously Mr. Yorlets was a great guy. He was a great guy. Gabby Petito, amazing young girl, so much life ahead of her.